series, honestly, the difference, in winning and losing can be really slim. I just feel like that, it was about the defense, and we played good defense all weekend, made some super plays, uh, some extra outs. And then obviously the pitching, I mean, they pitched well, we pitched well. There was some big hits. There was runners left out there today, but we just played some baseball. We have some of our guys that maybe normally are hot type guys, better hitters, and they didn't have a great weekend, but the other guys picked it up. You look at Webb today, he absolutely crushed the ball, gave us a 2-run lead. That was big because at the time you could kind of tell it was going to be tough for today. And, just happy for him, made some nice plays in the outfield. And, we did just enough to win today, but it's Good Friday with us putting the bat on the ball and them making some mistakes and us scoring some runs. We kind of carried the momentum into yesterday. And then, like I said, did just enough today. And what a great job by Jackson Wiggins today on the mound. And then, Taylor gave us an inning. I gave up his first hit and run, but still did a nice job for us. And then Tiger came in and closed the door for us.
Because he had him on base in every inning today.
Yeah, we noticed that. Yeah, that's not the way you want it, but I don't think it's the fact that he's more comfortable. I think he's just pretty good at it. Being kind of former reliever for us last year for the most part. He didn't get rattled, made some big pitches, but his stuff was good. There was some really close pitches he didn't get, and put him behind some hitters. But 6 innings, 4 walks, guy throwing that hard. Still they have to square it up pretty good. We played really well behind him though, so I don't think there's really a comfortability type thing out there.
And then with Tiger, and Taylor, all of them stranded. I mean, Kentucky stranded a runner every inning. What did you just think overall their ability to pitch around those tight situations in such a tight game?
Well, you just kind of learn about your players' mentality and their, how they respond in the games and in tough situations by watching. And when they get in that situation, how do they perform? And all 3 of those guys perform really well with runners on base. And it's a credit to their toughness. And, I think Coach Hobbs does a tremendous job with those guys in the middle part of the game. And pitching's hard, man. It's hard to throw that ball over the plate, guy up there trying to hit it. And if you can't stop him, it's tough to win. And our pitcher's done a tremendous job pitching with runners on this year so far.
How good was this homestand for your team? Because you've won 11 straight. I assume you probably feel pretty good about how they're playing right now.
Yeah, I think what we've done is we've just played solid baseball. We're not super hot by any means. And what I mean by that is, yeah, we're getting our wins, but it's not like we're, just pitching our rear end off or just killing it offensively. It's just, we're just playing solid baseball right now, trying to get into a little bit of a groove. And we just haven't made very many mistakes. We've gotten a few big hits. We've had a few good days at the plate, but it's not like we've hit 500 on this homestand. We've had to fight. We put together some really good innings. We faced some pretty good competition here and there. So the team is just, they're just continuing to kind of learn each other. And I feel like we're still going to be a lot better in a few weeks. Now, the teams we play are really good. Are we going to win them all? No, but we will fight everybody. That's for sure.
Just going back to Wiggins for a second, he's obviously always had talent, but now he's, throwing a lot more off-speed pitches, working deep into games, doesn't seem to get rattled as much. Just what have you seen from him just in his progression and his growth as a pitcher?
Well, you kind of mentioned some of it is that you don't really rattle him. He's thrown a lot more strikes, in my opinion. He's also shown that he can get behind 3-0, 3-1 and come back and get hitters out. He's throwing more breaking balls for strikes now. He's thrown a couple good changeups today that got some fly balls, guys out front, some big hitters. And they call it pitching. He's pitching, he's not just out there throwing and hoping he throws it by somebody. You got to pitch, and, I know the board's out there saying it's 93, 495, but you can add some more miles an hour to that. And it's mostly 95, 97.
And your starters, all three of your starters went deep into the game this week. And is there any more pitchers that you might have wanted to get in the game, or some guys that you were thinking about going to in different situations?
Well, yeah, there's other guys that we'd like to get in the game, but when you're in conference play, you're gonna go with the guys that have kind of proven what they can do up until now, and then the guys that are going to get the ball a little bit later are going to get some work, more in the midweek. Yeah, I mean, there's no more non-conference weekends, and it starts in the fall. They kind of got to show us what they can do in the fall, and then we can build off of that. But there's some guys. I mean, Nick Griffin's a guy. They don't hit him very well, but he had a really good inning in Texas. We're thinking, wow, I mean, that guy can throw the 8th or 9th as well, maybe more. And then he's had a couple rough innings since then. But then he's had a couple good hitters. You're going, man, he just didn't touch him. So we got to get him rolling a little bit. And there's more guys. I mean, I don't know. I could name 4 or 5 guys.
But you had 3 quality starts from all 3 guys this weekend. What does that do for those 3 guys' confidence and for the rest of the team's confidence in the first conference weekend?
Well, I would think for their own personal confidence, it should really make them feel good about where they are, which is a starting pitcher in the Southeastern Conference. And it's hard to do. And then from there, they're thinking, hey, if I just keep getting better, I can build up my pitch count, I can stay in the game longer, give my team a chance to win, handing it off to a pretty good bullpen. So I would think that our starters' confidence would be really good after this past weekend.
I know there could be weather involved for Wednesday, but what might you do from a pitching standpoint if you do?
I can tell them, right? We're not going to Kansas City. High of 40, snow and rain. Winds out of the north at 15 to 25. Here we go again with that weather thing. So wind chills in the upper 20s. I don't think that's good for this time of year. And for us to go up there and meet another team there in the middle of the week, 2 nights, maybe a couple of nights hotel more than normal. I mean, it gets kind of expensive. We can stay here and work out. So we'll probably give our guys tomorrow off, most of Tuesday off, maybe have volunteer type workout for guys, some individual work, and then have a team workout on Wednesday, and then travel to Columbia. Hopefully the weather's good. We can travel to Columbia on Thursday and get a workout in at their place, and then start the series on Friday.
And just what did you do to keep their big hitters off balance? Because I mean, I know Estep had a hit late, but you held them down this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the middle of their order is scary, and the numbers are big, and they play in a legitimate park. You got to hit it to get it out of there. They're big and strong and experienced in the middle of that lineup. I mean, I looked at the lineup today, and they had 2 juniors and 7 seniors in the lineup. That's incredible at this level. Some of it has to do with COVID. Some of it has to do with transfers, transfer portal, redshirting, whatever. That's an old team, and they're very physical. Tried to keep them off balance, and they bust them in, change them up away, a lot of breaking balls. And I think probably the best thing we did is we got ahead of them, and then we got to go to work on them a little bit. But that team's going to beat a lot of people, and I'm glad that we're done with them here. Maybe we'll see them down the road, but they're going to score a lot of runs, and they can pitch too.
How well do you think it helped your starters that I don't think your team trailed at all during the series this weekend?
No, we didn't. We were ahead. Once we scored, we were ahead. So I'm sure that helps a starting pitcher. It kind of maybe loosened you up a little bit. Take the edge off where you think, hey, if I make a mistake, we already got a run or two lead, and not a problem. But I think you can ask any pitcher; they'd much rather pitch with a lead than a tie ball game.
And then as it pertains to Braden Webb, how good do you feel about what's going on with him this week to get him going offensively? And then obviously he made some big defensive plays.
Well, it starts on the defensive side for me, and I've said that all along that you get some guys in the outfield that are hitters, and you always got to have one that can really run them down from maybe alley to alley, and that's Braden. I mean, he's a good defender, got a really good arm. Now he's starting to hit. When you hit that ball, I guess I saw that it said it went off the barrel at about 111 miles an hour. That's big time. That's full grown man strength right there. And he hit that slightly into a little bit of a wind, and then it pushed through it 440 feet or whatever it said, if that's what it was. We've seen it. We've seen it a lot. We've seen him go the other way. You know, he tried to do a little bit too much on that hustle play. He felt bad about it. You know, he should have stayed at first base. Got a runner at first, third, and 1 out. We're up 3-1. Gives us some options. Just safety bunt. We got a chance to get another run in, but I like the hustle. But love it that he's contributing offensively, and that's really good to see.
Not playing in Kansas City, I would assume that there's no intention to try to make up a game anywhere down the road.
Yeah, well, we looked to see if we could get a game here Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday or Wednesday, but it's kind of late to do that. I think rest might be better for us than scrambling and then not knowing, then all of a sudden saying, "Hey, we're playing." Yeah, there's always that possibility if we did a split doubleheader or somebody came and played us at 2 PM and 6:30 at night instead of just 6:30 at night. It just depends on where we're at in our pitching and how we are injury wise. And it's the same with other teams. A lot of teams, once you start to get out of March and you get into April, they don't want to travel. They want to play at home, and I don't blame them. Okay. Okay.